Okay, I think it's about time for me to start my new video. Oh, who the hell is that? Right now while I'm freaking editing my video. Man, this better be important. It better be from Hasbro themselves if this is the case. Too Stupid Green Pony Man. Comic is it? Well, here you go, Hasbro. Oh, I was right. What the hell could they be bringing me? Coffee? Alright, well, let me just open it real quick. Ugh! I didn't mean it when I said that in the Season 5 review. Ugh. Really, Hasbro? Hello, I am Comic Field. Today I review Equestria Girls Friendship Games. Let us commence forth. Okay, so recap. I just got done reviewing Season 5. It was 10 out of 10, my favorite season of the show. Okay, so next is Friendship Games. The movie that basically abandoned the Equestria Twilight and replaced her with the human version, removing the last real tie between EQG and mainline MLP. Although there are still references to Mighty Equestria in this one, if I recall correctly, going forward, there's little to no reference at all to anything in the main show. It really seemed like Hasbro really wanted to make EQG its own thing, I guess, that isn't related to MLP barely at all. Which is why this and Legend of Everfree are as far as I'm going. I'm not really going to go to the series, because I just have no interest in it. It's got barely anything to do with MLP, so why bother, right? At least the characters are in character, though, and hey, it's confirmed Flutters works at an animal shelter, and that's in character. I actually went to church with this sweet old lady who operated an animal shelter, although she unfortunately passed away recently, so rest in peace. So here it's confirmed there's a Crystal Prep School. Wait a minute. So does that mean schools on MLP's version of Earth are named after countries on a quiz? So what, is there a France high school in Equestria, or a Russia middle school, or a Canada elementary, or a China university? So Rainbow says soccer. Is that confirmation that EQG take place in America? No. Although, like the last couple of movies, this plot is kind of average. Although Rainbow Rocks has magic elements, and so does this one, the plot is pretty original. Unoriginal, I mean. So how many times have you seen underdog team beats the big bad team? I don't know, maybe I'm just not a big sports guy. That's my opinion, though. But yeah, they even have Vice Principal Luna outright say no magic allowed. Although she doesn't seem to mind later. I think she figures it out that, hey, they're not meaning to do that. It's very clear, though, that they want EQG to be its own separate franchise where the main characters just happen to share the same names as the MLP versions. I mean, sure, Sunset is an interesting character, but at this point, the show has Starlight, who plays a similar role to Sunset in the show. So, the principal of Crystal Prep is Principal Cinch. Who is she meant to represent on a quiz? Because Cadence isn't the principal, she's the dean. And Shining is Sai-Twai's brother, obviously. Who is this? The Prime Minister of the Crystal Empire? We never see her in the show, so I'm just a little confuffled. I'm gonna check the wiki real quick. Okay, so she has no pony counterpart. Good. If I was a Crystal subject and she was my Prime Minister, I'd be immigrating to Yagistan faster than you can say Oxford Bluey is cute. So, Sai-Twai is forced to compete in the games when she doesn't want to, because if she doesn't, her application to some university will be denied. Yep, asshole people in a position of power in schools, it is definitely an American school. Why didn't I see it before? Despite this movie losing a lot of MLP's charm, it still is funny and has cute moments, which is always a plus. And also, Twilight X Last Century comes back, and honestly, it works better here, considering how this Twiggler is of the human world, not of the MLP world. I also find it funny that Angel Bunny is basically the exact same how he is in the show. I mean, to be fair, bunnies do exist in the real world. I do wonder what yaks turn into, though. Buff, strong men? Huh, so they got around to Spike not talking but giving him a voice due to Twiggles' magic device. Neat. So Cinch thinks that their magic is cheating, so she tries to urge Twilight to use the magic sucked into her device, and the third act is at the dead end of the movie. It's one of the shortest third acts I've seen in a movie. Not that that's really a terrible thing, though. It's just an observation. In fact, it's actually my favorite scene in the movie. It's kind of badass, and it's like the end of Rainbow Rocks, although the basic premise of the final battle is kind of like the first one. Although it is interesting to see an evil Twilight, it's still the best part of EQG 3. So everything reconciles, and Twilight becomes good again, and joins the friend group, the Wonder Colts. And Cinch basically quits. And roll credits. Well, there's a post-credit scene, but it's no MCU post-credit scene. It's basically just Twilight coming into their world saying, "Oh, I heard something bad was happening," and then she sees the Sci-Twi. No biggie. In conclusion, it's not terrible. I remember not liking it, but honestly, rewatching it, I see it in the same way as the first EQG. Generic, not really good, quote unquote, but I can enjoy it for what it is. Compared to everything else, though, I have to give it a 5 out of 10. But like a heavy 5, on the line between 5 and 6. Anyway, subscribe for more horse. How do y'all like these live-action skit segments at the beginning and end of my reviews? I'm going to start doing these from now on because they're funny.